This is the practice test for PowerPoint for the Go textbook, and unfortunately my version of Office 2010 has expired, and this is using the 2013 version of PowerPoint. The icons look a little different on the ribbon, but they're laid out pretty much the same, so I don't think you'll have any problem going back and forth. Okay, the first thing we want to do is save it with the name, last name, first name, fundraiser. So go to the File tab and do a Save As, and this part I think looks a little bit different. And actually let's go here and go to the folder I just pulled this out of, and I'm going to save it here. I've already done this before, so I'm going to replace it. That won't happen when you do it. And item number 2 is correct all spelling mistakes. That would be on our Review tab here. And check the spelling. You could probably skim through it looking for red underlines as well. Okay, and Connecticut is misspelled, so we're going to change it to the correct spelling, which is right here. So click on Change. Sponsorship is misspelled. It should have the O in there between the S and the R. We're going to change that. And those are the only 2 mistakes. So apply the flow theme to all of the slides. So that's on the Design tab. And under Themes here, and the flow theme may not be on 2013. And unfortunately they are not in alphabetical order. Okay, I had to pause the video and go looking for some old themes, but I found the flow theme. This is what the flow theme looks like, blue with the wavy line up here at the top. And you shouldn't have to look very hard for that. That should be right there on your list of basic themes if you're using Office 2010. And now I'm on item number 4. On slide number 1, I want to center all of the text. Well, let's center the title here. And whoops, slide number 1. There we go. So here's my title, and I want to go to my Home tab, go to the paragraph group just like in Word, and do center. And then my subtitle here is all in one box. Go to the edge of the box and get the solid line, and go to the Home tab and center this as well, and that takes care of step number 4. Number 5, on slide 1, change the title to Word Art. And we want fill blue, accent 1. Okay, so let's go to Insert and Word Art and fill blue. And there's the one with fill blue. Is that the one we want? Accent 1 shadow. No, I want accent 1 plastic bevel, if that is on this version. And how about this one? Okay, we're just going to have to look at all of them, but I'm thinking we may have to select something a little bit different here. So I want a plastic bevel, and I want accent 1. Okay, and so I'm thinking I may just have to make my own up here. So let's do blue accent 1, and we will apply the bevel and the reflection on our own, which is not hard to do. So now select, okay, I made a copy of it for me. So let's go up here and delete the existing project and project overview, and drop this down, and we probably want to align it center, and I've got the solid line around it now. And the other thing I wanted was plastic bevel reflection style. So those are both going to be on my shape effects here, and we just have to look, and I don't think these are in alphabetical order, unfortunately, so we have to find the one called plastic bevel, and it's not really easy to tell what these are by looking at them. And plastic bevel is not an option either, so this is a little worse than I thought it was going to be. Let's get rid of this. And on this one, I want reflection, and that one should be an option. We'll do a little reflection here. The color is not really good, so let's do a shape fill. And not a shape fill. Sorry about that. We want a text fill, and it is blue accent 1, but we're going to have to make it a lighter color. Let's try that and see how that looks. Okay. And yours may look a little different. Change the word art fill color to light blue. I should have read ahead. Okay, change the word art text fill, okay, to light blue in the standard colors, which is this one. Okay. And change the subtitle 5th annual to 32 points, and this whole thing here is the subtitle. So just select it all, get the solid border around it, go to home, and we want 32 points. Change the subtitle box's word art style to fill red accent to matte bevel. And we may have a problem with this one again, but the place you go to find it is, it's going to be probably one of these up here. But what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do it one step at a time. So we're going to set our text fill to red, and actually I don't know what accent 2 is. I'm going to have to choose a matte bevel. So let's go to effects here and bevel, and let's see if matte is one of our choices. And it probably is not. Yeah, this is kind of annoying. They made so many changes between 2010 and 2013. Let's see, do they have an option up here? Do any of these say matte bevel? Sharp bevel, inner shadow, and I'm looking for something that has kind of a beveled look to it, and the only two I see are these two right here. So actually I'll do that one, then I'll change the color back to red again. Okay. And add speakers notes. So these are the speakers notes down here, and we're just going to put presented July 30th. Okay, 2014. And add the soft edges effect to the picture at the bottom. So let's go to our format tools here, and that's a picture effect. And soft edges, and we want the edges to be 10 points. So this is something that looks like it's working. This text here looks like it's just a little bit too big, so I'm going to stretch it so this last line fits on a single line instead of taking up two like it did before. And then if I do that, I probably want to go up here, go to a line, and align center, and there we go. Let's go down to slide 2 here, and let's hope this gets a little bit easier as far as the differences between 2010 and 2013. Make the 3 goals into a bulleted list. So these are the 3 goals right here. Select them, and this is the same as it was in Word. Make them into a bulleted list, and it says use square bullets. So let's go here, and if you pause the mouse, it'll tell you and yeah, it didn't say filled or hollow. We'll do the filled ones. And change the size of the text to 20 points. Right now it's 14, so we're going to change it to 20. And change the picture style to reflected bevel black. So select the picture tools will come up, the format tab is here. And what I want is, I want something reflected, and this one looks like it might have a black, black border on it. It's got a reflected, and so that's what it should look like. Black border around the edge. It looks like there's a little bit of a beveled effect on there, and then it's reflected down here below, and that takes care of slide number 2. Now let's go on to slide number 3. I've got a bulleted list here. I want to change it to a numbered list. Select everything and make it numbered. Change the subordinate list items. That would be these two here. They're smaller and indented. Change that back to bullets, and I want filled round bullets. So let's go here and do filled round bullets. And we're done with slide number 3. Let's go to slide number 4. Change the slide layout to content. Okay, so if you want to change the slide layout, that's on the home tab. In the slides group here, go to layout, and I want to content. So I'll make this stuff side by side. Then move the new location bullet and its 2 subordinate items to the right side of the slide. So that would be this stuff. And I'm just going to click and drag and drop it over here. And that's what it looks like now. Let's go to slide number 5. And slide number 5. Make all the bullet points at the same level. So I want to take these and I want to boost them back out to the left like that. Move slide 6 so it's between slides 4 and 5. So I want to move it up right there between 4 and 5. Just click and drag. At the end of the slideshow, insert a new slide. So click down here and you see the little horizontal line at the bottom. Insert a new slide, and I want a title and content. So click on the down arrow, choose title and content as the type. And in the title area, insert the text slideshow prepared by. And in the content area of the slide, insert a vertical picture list. So that's going to be Smart Art. So click on that. And it's a list. And I want vertical with pictures. So these are all vertical here. Let's check out this one. Well, that's horizontal. Continuous. Picture strips. There's a vertical picture list. Okay, the pictures are lined up vertically, I guess is what they meant. So click on that, click on OK, and in the vertical picture list, add the following pictures from the student data disk. I also want Kara, Dane, and Marty. So just click on the little insert picture button here. And this is going to look a little different from 2010, but what we want to do is we want to go find, we're going to browse for the pictures. So click on the browse button here, and let's go look. And here we go. It's in the same folder as the practice test instructions were. We want Kara first, and then we want Dane second, and you got to click on the icon here, and then we want Marty last. Add each person's first name, and so we had Kara, and delete the rest of the stuff, and I'm going to go over here and just get the text. And so this is Dane, and I didn't want that, so let's back up. I just want to delete these two, and the last one is Marty, and again delete, delete, backspace, backspace, whoops, there we go. So deleting subordinate bullets, we've done that. Add a footer, include the date and time, and this is on the slides. It's not on the lecture notes or the presenter notes like he is typically done in the book. So go to the Insert tab, go to Header and Footer, and we want date and time, we want the slide number, and in the footer the text that we want is your name, so enter your name here. We do not want that on the title slide, and we want to apply that to all slides except for the title. So click on Apply to All, and then let's go over here on the left side and do a Control A. And if we're in the thumbnail side over here and we do a Control A, we get all of the slides. If we're over here and we do a Control A on the right side, we just get whatever we happen to be working on, whatever text box we happen to be working on. And I want to apply a transition here, and I want to do the dissolve. And this one should be here, I think. There we go. There's dissolve. And now if we check out our slideshow by going down here to the bottom and clicking on the slideshow button, and I think I forgot to say apply it to all of them. No, it is applying it to all of them. Okay. And that's because I selected all of them. Now if you don't select all of them and you go to dissolve here, you need to click on apply to all, and that will also do it. So that takes care of our practice test, and that's the end of this video.